Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. I hope you're having a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Let's get to it. What is the hot topic that's going on YouTube or Instagram? Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. Thank you for all your love and support.
So don't forget to like, to comment, but be kind. The best way to support the channel for free is to like, comment, and share. That's the best way to support the channel for free. Let YouTube know that we are posting a video. Let's get to it. Deion Sanders and Tracey Edmonds split after 11 years in a relationship. I'm shocked. I remember when they first started dating. Of course, many years ago. If you don't know, Deion Sanders had an actual show with his family when his children were younger. And of course, Tracey would come into town. He would travel back and forth to visit Tracey in her hometown. Tracey would come and visit him in his hometown. So they've been traveling back and forth for 11 years plus. I don't even know if they're in the same city right now, but it's basically saying that Deion Sanders and Tracey Edmonds has announced their breakup after 11 years together. Tracey Edmonds broke the news on Instagram Sunday night, December 3rd, and revealed that they both had came to a decision that they both are better off as friends. Tracey shared the post in regards to Deion Sanders on the red carpet, and they announced the news. Everyone has been there for us, supported us, and showed us love. We mutually decided the best thing for us is to move on as friends. As we have made this decision, love in our hearts, respect for each other, and appreciation for the times we've shared together. Please keep us in your prayers as we go through this transition. Thank you for being there for us through these years. We love you and appreciate you so much. So I'm shocked. I am very shocked. This I didn't expect. Now, you know, Deion is coaching. There's been a lot going on in regards to that situation. Winning games, losing games. I haven't really kept up with what he's been saying lately. But they had the beginning of the season seemed decent, but all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on now. But it's interesting for them to break up. Now, one thing I was reading, I thought they were engaged, but then this is basically saying the relationship. But I thought on another post I saw that they were actually engaged, and their engagement is broke off. So to be engaged for 11 plus years, because you have to remember, Tracey Edmonds had younger children. Deion had younger children. So, of course, they weren't going to break up their families and remove her kids from school, remove his kids from the school. Deion seemed comfortable where he was at, plus his mom was near. And then Tracey Edmonds was comfortable where she was at. So, for them to break off their relationship, I'm surprised. I really am. But well wishes. This is the big question. Who will Tracey Edmonds date next? Because, you know, she was dating and had children by Babyface, remember? And then Deion Sanders, of course, his first wife, they had many children together. So let's get to the next clip. Of course, Deion Sanders split, from the fiance, Tracey Edmonds, after, now this is saying 12 years, whether it's 11 or 12 years, they broke it off, their engagement and the relationship. After 12 years together, we have mutually decided this is best. So well wishes to them both. Okay, so then we're talking about Jezzy and Jeannie. Jeannie recently sat down with Jennifer Hudson. I don't watch the show. Not really interested in Jennifer Hudson, but Jeannie sat down with Jennifer Hudson. Now, mind you, what's been going on with Jezzy and Jeannie? Over the last few weeks, people have been talking about the breakup. Then they were talking about, did he cheat? No, he's saying he did not. At first they were trying to say Jeannie cheated. Jeannie said, no, I didn't cheat. But of course they have a prenup. This may or may not get messy. So Jeannie's basically saying she found out like all of us. So let's listen in.
Things are different from the last time you were here. Some unexpected news broke about your marriage. I was going through things, and marriage ended in divorce, and it was kind of hard. So yeah, it's what I'm dealing with day by day, you know. And how are you doing now? Um, well, I think I'm doing better now. You know, I think um, at the time when I found out, you know, at the same time as the rest of the world, that my marriage was ending in divorce, I was gutted. So yeah, today it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me and being a mom to the best blessing in my life, my little girl. You know? Accentuating the positive and the beauty in life. Even though this year I met the most broken version of me, I also met the strongest version of me. I love today. How you said that. That's going to empower so many.
Yeah, Jeannie loves to say stuff to get claps. She does. Well wishes. Many people say, why did I even get married just to only get a divorce 2 years later? And the biggest thing is marriage for a lot of people? Because this is the one thing you have to realize. Like I heard in another clip, your children are in your life forever. So if you decide to have children and you break up, you have to deal with paying child support. In regards to a marriage, you have to, if you break up, you have to decide, and the courts decide in regards to the alimony and the child support. So should a lot of couples be getting married, especially Hollywood based? A lot of them don't last. There's some that do though. There's some that really do. And then some states, they consider you living together. It's certain whatever. Don't quote me on legal stuff, but I can't think of what it is. You can note it in the comments. When you're dating for someone so long, you're not married, but you're almost like married. I don't want to call it. I was about to call it something else. It ain't community property. A person's not community property. Oh my gosh, that's so funny that popped in my head. But in certain cities, when you've lived with someone so long, they almost consider you as a couple. But it's not like you get a divorce. But here nor there, we're seeing a lot of couples go through, and they're making these attorneys rich. To get a divorce is expensive. If you don't do your prenup properly, it's expensive. Look at what Tyrese is a good example. Sherry Shepherd is a good example. Mary J. Blige is a good example. Um, what's that other Kelly Clarkson is a good example. The one thing is, when someone said, when you marry, you almost marry for a lifetime because you have the child support and the alimony. And depending on how long you guys have been together, that depends on the alimony. And wonder if they decide never to get married again. A lot of people pay alimony. I hear different things from different lawyers. Sometimes the alimony is a short period, 2-3 years, just for that person to get on their feet. Sometimes the alimony could be longer, depending on how long you were married. So, well wishes to Jeannie Mai and Jezzy. They're not together. They broke up. They were together for almost 3 years, married for two. Of course, she was on the real. Everybody felt that. Jezzy was looking for a come up because many people were saying, the respect he had for his other women that was in his life, the baby mamas. And now he's dealing with a divorce. And then remember how he did the interview with Nia Long saying real men don't cheat. Some men do cheat. Some men aren't just interested in cheating. It's too much. Too many women, too many phone calls and lying. Some men, they just don't have them in them. So I do believe that there's some men that won't cheat. I really do. But there's several that will. So keep your eye on that. Let's get to TJ Holmes and Amy look so comfortable, hugged up on the red carpet in their appearance, hugged up, loved up. Well wishes too. I'm not gonna say much about TJ and Amy. Of course, as you know, just a general backstory. TJ and Amy was GMA, and they allegedly cheated on their spouses, and GMA decided to let them go. And the two may be working on their own podcast, maybe coming either sometime this year or beginning of next year, and they're working on a project together. So well wishes. I'm not certain. I think TJ's home divorce is finalized. I'm not certain if Amy's divorce is finalized. Sometimes most divorces take 6 or 8 months. Sometimes divorces could take 2 or 3. So well wishes to TJ and Amy. They're still together. All smiles. She got the man she wanted, who she was cheating with. Well wishes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe.